Hello and welcome to SEO is Not That Hard. I'm your host, Ed Dawson, the founder of keywordspeopleuse.com, the place to find and organise the questions people ask online. I'm an SEO, developer, affiliate marketer and entrepreneur. I've been building and monetising websites for over 20 years and I've bought and sold a few along the way. I'm here to share with you the SEO knowledge, hints and tips I've built up over the years. Hello and welcome to this latest episode of SEO is Not That Hard. Today we're going to cover the top tips for quick SEO tips from number 91 to 101. Actually get an extra one this week because obviously it ends at 101, so I wasn't going to do one episode with just 101. I may do more SEO tips in the future. It is on my list to write some more tips because there's plenty more tips that I could do, but this will be the last one of this current run of tips. So anyway, let's get into them and we'll start with tip 91. So are you a business with physical locations? Then add your locations to your website. You need to make it easy for people to find out where your locations are and how to get to you. If you've got multiple locations, have a page for each location, include maps, telephone numbers, opening times, and what services and products are available at each location. So all too often you see web pages of companies which don't give clear instructions on how to get to them. If you are a business that serves people from a physical location, you've got to make it really clear, where that location is, what services you offer, how to get there, how to contact, opening times, all those kind of things. Tip 92. Have clear calls to actions, also known as CTAs, in your page so your audience knows what you want them to do next. Every website has an end goal or goals that it wants its visitors to complete. Buy a product, download an ebook, sign up for an email list, visit a location. Even if you're just a display site, you want people to view more pages. So make sure on every page you've got a clear call to action or even multiple calls to action so every site visitor knows what you want to do next. It's just all too often you see pages on websites where it's not clear what you want people to do. And as I say, that even if you're just trying to do display advertising where you just want people to read a page so you get paid for those ad impressions, point them to related pages they can visit within the document and at the end of the page that you've got them on so that you get another impression. It's just a simple thing to do. If you just get even just 10% of those people click to view another page, you've increased your revenue by 10%. If you're an affiliate, make sure you've got clear calls to actions for people to go and visit the merchant site that you want to potentially purchase from. If you're an e-commerce site, make sure you've got a clear add to cart, add to basket, buy this product. Whatever it is that you want people to do, just make sure that you clearly ask them, and you will see a massive uplift in your conversion rate if you just add those kind of things in. Tip 93, keep track of major Google updates at Google Search Central. If you just go to Google Search Central, which is the blog and the site where the search liaison team put all their information, then you'll find there's a page on there which has got a history of all the major Google updates going back to 2020. And they also, remember, they do minor updates more frequently. These won't be announced, but the big ones will be announced on Google Search Central. So just keep an eye on there. And if you've ever think you've got an issue with rankings, go and just see if anything new has been launched. Tip 94. Google doesn't just index web pages, it also ranks other document types like PDFs, Word docs, text files, and much more. So this is why it's worth adding links to any non-web page documents that will be valuable for people to find and you're happy to make publicly available. So PDFs are obviously the simplest and easiest to add and share if you have them. So say you're a restaurant or you've got a client who is a restaurant or a takeaway, if they've got PDF versions of their menus, things like that, load them on the website and link to them because Google will index them and will send traffic to you. Tip 95. Avoid black hat SEO techniques that try to get around Google's terms of service. They sometimes might work in the short run, but tend not to be sustainable over time. So sure, black hat techniques can and do work, but they're loopholes, and Google is constantly looking to close these loopholes. The additional downside is that once a site is discovered using black hat techniques, it will be quickly penalised by Google. So if churn and burn is your thing, then fine. If you're going into it with your eyes wide open, know what you're doing, and you're accepting the risks, and you're going to hammer it hard until you get hit, but you're happy and accepting that when it gets hit, then fine. Don't moralise over black hat techniques. But personally, I like to build for the long term, and black hat sites don't tend to last for the long term. So yeah, just be careful about what you choose to do. Tip 96, looking for content ideas, look at what videos in your topic area are popular on YouTube. YouTube's an completely underrated source of content ideas. Very few people think to look there. And as it gives published dates and number of views of each video, you can actually see what video subjects drive the most interest over time. So yeah, and that's unusual because if you go to any web page website, you haven't got a clear indicator of how popular a piece of content is. Okay, sure, there are tools that have a guess at it, but on YouTube, you know exactly how many people have watched the video and in what time period since it launched. You can also see how popular videos get comments and things like that. So yeah, it's just a great place to go and grab some ideas. Tip 97. Looking to monetize an information website, look into display ad networks like Google AdSense, Mediafire, Raptip, and Zoic. Information websites can be the hardest to monetize directly. Adding display adverts is as easy as you have to deal with individual advertisers. It's really hassle-free. But just one word of warning here, don't ever do the amount of ads you show to the point that it becomes too intrusive for your site visitors. It'll annoy them and it could start to negatively affect your search rankings. I mean, Google, in its quality rating guidelines, does accept that adverts are a fact of life and that websites need to monetize. They do talk about it if it becomes too intrusive. So, yeah, just be careful. But let's say it's an easy way to monetize, first instance, if you've got low traffic and you aren't in a position to negotiate any kind of affiliate agreements or produce your own products or anything like that. It can be a great first starting point for monetizing, but yeah, just be cautious about overdoing it. Tip 98, offer your audience some valuable content like an ebook, a product sample, or a trial in return for their email address so you can build a relationship with them. Building an email list of people interested in your site and topic can become a very valuable asset. Having an email list makes it easy to launch new pages and features. You can push news out to your audience and wait for people to return to you to discover new developments. It helps with building a brand. Don't just ask people to sign up for a newsletter, as people just won't. You've got to offer them something valuable in return for their email address. So, for example, on Keywords People Use, we offer free accounts to people in return for their email address. You get more searches by giving us your email address. So you can then obviously talk to you. We can then push content to you rather than just wait for you to come back. Tip 90, A/B testing to test different versions of a web page to see which performs better. You will never get a website design and page contents perfect the first time, and A/B testing is where you can create a new version of a page, the B version, and show this to a percentage of your visitors and see if it performs better than your original version, the A version. Doing this means you can see which performs best for you in terms of what you want people to do, such as seeing which version of a product page leads to more examples, for example. So when you have a winner, you now then make that the new default page. Then you think about how you can improve that one further and then run a new A/B test where your new A version is tested against a new B version. And this is a way of basically continuously improving how your website and your content performs, just to scientifically performs to get much more improved conversion rates and get your site performing much better for you. Tip 100. Want to see how real people use your site in real time for free? Then try Microsoft Clarity. So when you create a site for yourself, you obviously get to know it inside out and how you expect people to interact with it. However, to know how people really interact with it, you need to watch them, see what happens. Clarity allows you to do this and actually watch people interacting with your site in real time. And you can discover what does and doesn't work for people. And trust me, it's always a real eye-opener. And yet you can literally watch people moving the mouse around the screen, clicking, filling in forms, all those kind of things in real time, and also recordings. It also helps you discover things like that it calls rage clicks. That's where people are clicking all around the screen trying to find something to click on. Or you can see where people are constantly clicking where they think is a link, and often it might not be. So you can get all sorts of insights from this. It also gives you plenty of other analytics insights as well. So it's a great. So if you just Google for Microsoft Clarity, get it installed. All you've got to do to install it is put a little bit of JavaScript in, which is that easy to do. And it's brilliant, and highly recommend it. Tip: make it easier for people to sign up to your site by letting them use their Google account to sign in. So if any part of your site requires people to create a user account, then I strongly recommend allowing them to use their Google account to do so, because it makes signing up so much simpler for the user, and it'll increase the likelihood of people creating an account with you. If you can remove any kind of friction in the process of creating an account, then you're going to improve your sign-up rate. And when we added Google Accounts as a sign-up option to keywords people use, our sign-up rate almost doubled overnight. It made that much difference. And now, the vast majority of people who create accounts of keywords people use are using their Google account to sign in. So yeah, it's a real no-brainer. Get that one installed, and it's just a real good little conversion rate improvement hack. So that's it. That now covers, over the past few episodes, we've covered all 101 of my quick SEO tips. I hope you found them useful. Even if you're an experienced SEO, hopefully there's something in there, a little nugget that you've not come across before. I'm going to be producing more tips in the future, and obviously I will let people on the podcast and people at Keywords People Use know. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Before I go, I just wanted to let you know that if you'd like a personal demo of our tools at Keywords People Use, that you can book a free, no obligation, one-on-one video call with me, where I show you how we can help you level up your content by finding and answering the questions your audience actually have. You can also ask me any SEO questions you have. You just need to go to keywordspeopleuse.com/demo, where you can pick a time and date that suits you for us to catch up. Once again, that's keywordspeopleuse.com/demo, and you can also find that link in the show notes of today's episode. Hope to chat with you soon. Thanks for being a listener. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe and share. It really helps. SEO is not that hard. It's brought to you by keywordspeopleuse.com, the place to find and organise the questions people ask online. See why thousands of people use us every day. Try it today for free at keywordspeopleuse.com. To get an instant hit of more SEO tips, then find the link to download a free copy of my 101 quick SEO tips in the show notes of today's episode. If you want to get in touch, have any questions, I'd love to hear from you. I'm at Channel5 on Twitter. You can email me at podcast@keywordspeopleuse.com. Bye for now, and see you in the next episode of SEO is Not That Hard.